Hello.
Hey, Mr. Dodgers. Lynn said to tell you that your tea's in the oven.
Oh, thanks.
Look, I'm really grateful for you letting me stay, but I'll go as soon as I find somewhere else.
No, you stay as long as you need.
Thanks.
I don't know that I could afford to pay as much as these other people. Would £2 be all right?
Well, you pay as much as you like, love. It's for a good cause. European Year of the Aged. Me and my partner have raised a few £100.
Well, £2 then. I'm afraid I'm only working part-time at the moment.
Oh, every little else, love. Just put your name and address down there.
Hello? Going out?
You know I'm going out. I go out every evening. Would you like the money now?
No, love, not until I've danced the socks off the rest of them.
What's this? What are you being sponsored for?
Thanks very much, love. I'll just call and see the new neighbours next door.
They're not in. They've gone on holiday. I'll sponsor you if you like.
You've got a cheek, Peter Harrison.
Sorry?
That's what you put our Diana through. I don't know how you can live with an animal like that.
Well, I better get going.
I wouldn't touch a rapist money, even if it was for a good cause.
Well, just as long as you realise what you're getting into. It could get very nasty, you know.
Couldn't get any worse.
Oh, don't you believe it, my darling. When it comes to money and property and, you know, the real nitty-gritty of splitting up, that's when things get really unpleasant. Believe you me, I know. I've been there, haven't I? And I can tell you it got really bloody. A lot of awful things were said.
I'm sure, Dad. Really.
Look, I'm sure your mother wouldn't mind if you and I took a little drive out this evening. Had a drink and a chat somewhere. What do you say?
Oh, that's lovely, but I'm already spoken for. Margaret's taking me for a drink. Says I need cheering up.
Ah, good for Margaret.
Oh, I don't know how I'd have coped if you and Mum had still been in Mallorca.
Oh, God, no.
What?
It's Julia Brogan. She's halfway across the close. Look, I really can't cope with her at the moment. Make up a little fib for me, will you? Tell her I'm not here.
Dad, I can't do that. She's been after you all week.
Yes, but once is enough. I don't want it to become a regular event. Before you know it, she'll have me out dancing every night. Look, tell her I'm out.
Oh, Dad. I wouldn't have the heart to do it. She obviously thinks you're marvellous.
Here again, love. Is your dad about?
Hello, Julia. Come in.
Did you give him a message?
Yes, he was very interested.
Oh, I've been looking for you all week.
Well, I've been rather a busy man these days, Julia.
Oh, not too busy to be my partner at the Pensioners Club dancing marathon, I hope.
Well, it's a bit difficult, actually. The summer holidays start next week, and Patricia needs me to look after Thomas now that the playgroup's closed, don't you, Patricia?
Oh, no doubt we'll manage.
Oh, you tell him, Trish. Oh, we made such a lovely couple at the club.
Yes, but really, Julia, I've got so many things to do on the house, and the garden needs a lot of attention.
Oh, well, there's plenty of time to do that, Dad.
Oh, you tell him, love. All my friends at the club are going to be so disappointed. He was an instant hit at the club last week, you know, love. Everyone was green with envy when they saw how well he could dance. Oh, he was so light on his feet. Oh, he was heavenly.
Well, not really. A bit rusty, actually.
Oh, stop being so modest. Come here. I'll show you how you can dance, love.
Julia, I hardly think this is the time.
1, 2, 3, 1. Too good to waste, isn't he, love, eh? Oh, you still cut a rug, can he?
Yes, but I mean a marathon at my age.
Oh, still life in the old dog yet. Wouldn't you say so, love?
Oh, most definitely.
It'd be just like those dancing marathons in the Depression. I mean, not that we're old enough to remember them, like. It is for a good cause, and you'd be the star of the show.
Well, I suppose I could just spare one day.
Oh, I can't wait to tell the organiser. She'll be over the moon. She said you're the best dancer that she's seen in 40 years.
Really?
Yeah, you've been the talk of the club. St Thomas's Pensioners Association's secret weapon. Now, let's sit down and I'll tell you all about it. We need to get plenty of practice in.
Look, love. Don't you think you'd be better off going out with your mates instead of sitting here all night?
No, I'm all right.
Why don't you go and talk to your dad then?
I'm not saying anything to him.
I don't know why he's done this. It's crackers. Look, love. I'm not pushing you out or anything. I mean, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. But don't you think it might help if you talk to your dad?
I don't want to.
Yeah, but he might change his mind about bringing this woman back to the house.
No, I'm not going back. I'm not talking to him.
I suppose I better start thinking about having a word, hadn't I?
No, it's not up to you, Mr. Rogers. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I know that, but... Well, I just thought it might help, you know. Right, I'll go and wash you up then. I'll go and have a word with him. It's not right, this. Not right at all.
I'm going upstairs. Just a sec, son. Sit down, will you? So, how are you then?
You all right?
I knew you would be. Listen, you know I mentioned about bringing a friend to stay here? Well, I'll be going round shortly to pick it up. She'll be stopping with us for a while. Are you all right with that?
I suppose so.
She's good fun, you know. Likes a laugh. We haven't had many laughs around here lately, have we? Make a change, eh? Listen, son, this won't make any difference to you, you know. I mean, she won't be able to tell you what to do and what not to do. You mustn't think that she's, well, you know, that she's going to take over your house. She's just a good friend who's going to be joining in here. So we can all muck in together then, can't we, eh? Is that all right with you? I mean, you don't mind, do you? Tony?
Just do what you want.
Jimmy's withdrawn his statement.
I thought that might worry you.
Why should it?
Because the spotlight might turn on you now. I don't know about that policeman Kent, but me and Jimmy have worked out what happened that night. And Barry certainly has. It's obvious, isn't it? You set him up.
I don't know what your game is, but get out now before I call the lads and make sure you never come back.
Come on, love, let's stop playing gangsters, shall we? Besides, my lads are bigger than your lads.
Who are you exactly? Are you into clubs?
Clubs? Me? No, good God. No, I'm a building contractor. Give me the plans, I'll make you anything from a kitchen extension to a parish hall.
How do you know Barry Grant? Why are you so interested in him?
Just a mate, you know, I like him. I told you. Besides, I see a bit of me in it.
You know he's been suspected of murder before. Kent told me.
Was it Kent who suspected him?
Why?
I think Mr. Kent gets carried away sometimes. He must do, because Barry's definitely not guilty of attempting to murder Jimmy Corkill now, is he? I was wondering what might happen if I was to tell Mr. Kent what we think happened the night that Jimmy Corkill was run down. He might get carried away again and start looking into you and your lads.
Look,
Are you going to ask me what I want?
I'm not admitting anything.
Of course not.
I'm gradually expanding my club business. Newcastle, Bradford, Leeds. If I had a building contractor in with me, well, we could make a killing.
It's a killing that worries me, love. I wouldn't want to be run down accidentally by one of your lads. No thanks, dear.
What then? What do you want?
Well, I wouldn't mind another orange juice.
For goodness sake.
I want you to withdraw your statement that Barry was in here that night.
But
It's the only way to stop me persuading Mr. Kent that I don't think you're telling the truth.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you know a lot more about Jimmy Corkill's accident than you're letting on. Me and Barry are convinced of it. I think I will have another drink. Be interesting to sit here and watch how the club business works. I like this place.
Hello? Anna, no, she's not here at the moment. Can I take a message? What do you mean, is she available? Who is this? Where'd you get this number from? Yeah? Well, I don't want you ringing it again. Got it?
All right. What's this? Come round to invite me to the Legion.
I'm not here to joke, Ron. If you're interested, I've got your daughter staying in ours because you've driven her out. Now, what's all this about Bev moving in here?
Exactly what you said. She's moving in tonight.
Do you realise what you're doing? God almighty, your Jackie doesn't even know who's coming. You haven't had the guts to tell the kid.
Do you think I wanted to pile it all on in one go?
I reckon you flip, pal. You're throwing away your family for the sake of some little tart who's only half your age.
Hey, don't you talk about her like that. Now, look, Frank, you can think what you like, but she's my future. Maybe people will take me seriously when she's living around here with me.
You what? With your own wife ill in that convent? You must be bloody joking.
Yeah, but I don't care. Not anymore.
Look, Ron, why don't you change your mind? For the sake of being the kids. Carry on seeing Bev, but keep her away from the kids.
The kids, I'll have to learn to live with her, Frank. Lots of other kids do.
I wouldn't count on that.
Oh, well. I've made up my mind now. Our Jackie will come round, they all will.
Hope you're right, Ron.
I didn't believe I lived here. They insisted on driving me home.
What's happened?
They're still there.
No, okay.
Thank God I didn't give them a false address. I was going to. I thought about it. So glad I didn't.
Anna, will you tell me what's happened?
I thought they were going to charge me. I thought they were going to put my name through some computer and that the Home Office would get hold of it. And...
Anna! What the hell have you done?
I was picked up and taken to the police station.
For picking up Ben on the street. Oh, God.
Oh, it's all right, Peter. They haven't charged me. They've told me that if I do it again, then I'll be taken to court. But for now, it's just a caution.
Right. Well, that's the end of this prostitution lark.
Yeah. I'll just have to go back to escorting.
I'm not having that. I had some pervert on the phone for you this evening. told her not to ring back.
You can't do that. This is my living, it's my survival.
Not in this house, it's not. Anna, you see the way people react to me. I'm still the rapist. I want a new start. I don't be pointing and saying there's a rapist who lives with a tart. Before I know it, I'll be the rapist that runs a bloody brothel.
I'll be more careful, Peter, I promise.
If you want to carry on selling yourself, then you're going to have to go and live somewhere else. I'm sorry, Anna, but I want you to leave. You can stay the weekend, but I'm afraid you're out.
Still orange, please.
We could go for Chinese after if you want. Hey, I'm supposed to be cheering you up.
Sorry. Can't really think of anything that would cheer me up much at the moment. Unless I could turn the clock back.
It's before you met Max.
No, not that far.
How far?
Don't know. As far as before Susanna met that damn actor and decided to go off to the States. And if none of that had happened, Max wouldn't have been in a position to...
Do you think it was the only time?
He says it was.
Well, then couldn't you just give him another chance? Call off the divorce action?
Oh, I'd give anything to be able to do that, but I can't.
Why not? I should think he's learnt his lesson.
Something he said last night. He admitted he had feelings for both of us.
Well, he was married to her.
But they're divorced now. All that should be past. He's married to me now. He should only have feelings for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Margaret.
It's okay.
Still loving. It's tearing me apart starting these divorce proceedings. I can't get it out of my head that Susanna's a complete woman. She hasn't had half her body cut away. And if he still has feelings for her, how long before they grow stronger? How long before he goes back to her?
Max isn't going to go back to her just because of your operation.
But it's all part of it. I mean, obviously he still fancies her. I can't go on living with him, always wondering if he's seeing her. No. Got to start again before I get too old. Got no choice, Margaret. I've got to divorce him.
It's Beth. It's Beth from the shop.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this, Jack.
You knew it was her, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me?
Jack, it's your dad. I should have told you, not me.
How long has it been going on? How long, eh? Rotten lousy cow, I hate it.
I'm sorry, love.
Oh, God, I hate it.
I suppose I should have carried it over the threshold, shouldn't I?
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
Oh, would you now?
Oh, no.
Oh, hold me back.
What was that?
It's a flaming computer game of our Tony. He's up in his bedroom.
Should we go up and say hello?
No. Be time enough for that tomorrow. So what do you fancy doing tonight, then? Want to go down the Legion?
I'm a bit tired, actually. I wouldn't mind an early night.
Oh, you'd never ask. Right, I'll go and make us a cup of tea. You can take it up with us. Why don't you go up to the bedroom, make yourself at home?
Two glasses of white wine.
Look, did you know that Jimmy Corker was going to retract his statement?
He didn't turn in for work tonight.
No, of course he didn't. He came swanning into my station with some flash solicitor.
Mr. Kent, isn't it? Oscar D.
Who are you?
I'm just a mate of Joe's and Barry's.
What sort of mate?
Well, professional mostly. I'm a building contractor.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind, it's a private matter.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to speak to you about Barry.
Did you?
Yeah. I heard about this case and I came to tell Joe. I don't think he did it, do I, Joe?
Grant didn't do it. Do me a favour, will you?
I always found him a decent sort of lad.
Decent? Barry Grant? Listen to me. He did it. Now, I may have lost one prosecution witness, but I've still got Miss Halsall here.
What's Miss Halsall got to do with it?
Look, if you don't mind, this is a private matter. Do you mind leaving?
It's all right. I don't mind him staying.
Listen, I'm relying on you to stick to your statements.
If I could just butt in there.
Yes, Mr. Dean.
Mr. Kent, on that night in question, this hit and run, Barry was with me all evening. In fact, he stayed over. My Babs was away all night. She was in London with her sister seeing cats.
Really? Well, I've a detailed statement saying he left here and drove off just after Jimmy Corkill left on foot.
I suppose I could have got the night wrong. I was under pressure, backwards and forwards between here and Birmingham.
Look, you said you were sure. You've made a statement.
What difference does it make? You always wanted to get him.
He definitely wasn't here.
Look, do you mind? I'm trying to talk to Miss Halsall.
Does it really matter whether I'm mistaken or not?
Of course it matters. I want him for something he did, not something he didn't do. Look, how can I make the charges stick without witnesses? I need firm evidence.
There doesn't seem to be much of that, if you don't mind my saying.
Listen, Grant's car was definitely used in that murder attempt. The forensics all worked out.
I dare say, but Barry didn't bring his car over to ours. I don't touch the stuff myself, but I keep a few nice scotches for visitors and business friends, and I got him a taxi home at dawn.
I'm going to need to take a statement from you.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll bring a solicitor.
What are you playing at?
Nothing. I've just had time to think about things, that's all.
But what's happened to make you retract this statement?
I want the solicitor.
Why did you tell me Barry Grant was here when he wasn't?
I'm not saying anything till I see a solicitor.
Well, you'll get a solicitor, all right. You can phone one from the station. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on the dot.
I'm worried about your kids, Ron. Yeah, well, it'll take a few weeks, but they'll come round. Kids always do. I promise you.
Okay.
You know, this early night's getting later than late.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Tony, get out here.
The bloody hell was that? Jackie, what are you doing?
No, what are you doing? Why have you done this with that slag?
Hey, now, just a
Well,
minute.
that's what she is, a
What's
slag.
up?
Have you seen this? That is supposed to be our dad. Look at him in bed with her. Well, that used to be our dad.
Jackie, please, love.
Don't even talk to me. You're disgusting. You're not our dad anymore. And if my mum could see what you've done, it'd kill her and it'd be your fault.